How you doing, guys? Right, today we want to talk. Well, I'm going to talk about weight loss and exercise because exercise is a hugely important part of anyone's life. I think everyone knows that. I don't really want to talk too much about the benefits because I think a lot of people know the benefits. That's for a different story. But what I want to talk to you today and help you with is why you probably don't enjoy exercising if you don't, why you find it hard to exercise regularly, how to change so you can start exercising regularly, and how to build up so it turns into a lifestyle. Because realistically, exercising should be done pretty much every day. And I don't mean balls to the wall exercising where you're sweating out your backside each day, but as long as you're doing something every day, should be done. And if you're not, you should. So I've been helping people lose weight since 2014 for a very long time, and I've understand the kind of patterns and why people exercise and why people don't exercise. Um, so the main thing is, a lot of the times why people find it hard to continue to exercise if they come from a place where they do very little exercise or no exercising, is because when they start, they think I need to exercise to help me lose weight, feel healthier, etc. When they start, a lot of times people go too deep too quickly. So for example, they'll book in an exercise class and they haven't done exercise for a very long time, or they haven't done that level of intensity for a long time. And when they do the exercise class, they get there, think they need it, and by the end of it, they found it extremely hard. And there's like, bloody hell, that was tough. But in their head, they're like, I need to do more of that because I'm so unfit, because the class showed how unfit they were. So in their head, they're like, right, I'm going to come to this more regularly, and therefore it's going to increase my fitness level and make me lose weight. What happens to a lot of people when they leave, they'll go home and say they got the class in a couple of days to do the next one. 2 days it comes along, and in their head they're like, I'm going to my class, I'm going to my class. When it comes to that day in the morning, like, I'm going to go to my class, depending on what the time it is. And then when it comes to it, they subconsciously make excuses and not end up going to the class because subconsciously they're too fearful to doing it because it's so hard. And that's because they jumped into the deep end far too quickly. Um, you know, it's easy to jump in a class to do something like that, and that's why it's so hard. But exercise is a progression, and you should progress into it. And if you haven't exercised for a very long time or ever, you should do exactly that. So I wrote a book, if you don't know, called The Wait Is Over. I'll show you 2 seconds. Here's the book. It's called The Wait Is Over. In there, there's a portion with the exercise. Starts at 2 to 5, and then there's 4 different levels. So it's ease into it, increase the intensity. Level 3, feel the fear. Level 4, find something you love, so it turns into a passion. Now, there's a bit of a contradiction here in some sort of way. So another reasons what I've noticed over the time why people don't enjoy exercising or don't like exercising is for 2 reasons. One, they haven't found something they love. They haven't found something they're like, I like that exercising, I'm looking forward to doing that exercising. But then number two is they're not fit enough to, or you may not be fit enough to be able to do any exercising. And therefore, it's very hard to find something you love if you don't have the fitness level to do so. Because if you don't have a very good fitness level, no matter what you do, exercise wise, it's going to be hard. And no one likes doing something they're not good at. People like doing things they're good at. So to find something you love or enjoy and to wake up to and be like, I can't wait for my next session, rather than, oh my God, I got my spinning class on Tuesday. You have to get to a certain fitness level to then start enjoying something. So for a portion of time, you might have to do something you might not particularly like, till you get to a fitness level, and then you can start exploring different avenues. And then once you explore different avenues, I promise you, once you've got a good fitness level, there's going to be something out there that you love fitness wise that is going to capture your attention, something you're going to enjoy doing. It could be running, it could be the gym. Doesn't have to be. Those are just 2 avenues of many. It could be boxing, judo, badminton, dancing, mountain climbing, walking, hiking. There's so many different variations of exercise, and there's something you enjoy regularly and look forward to doing. So, how do people do it? Like I said, you got to progress into it. So you can't just jump into it. You got to progress. What I encourage the first thing you need to do, you need to get your body and mind used to exercising, enjoying exercising, because exercising releases endorphins, and if you release it regularly, your body's going to crave that endorphin release. So what I get a lot of my clients to do if they're very new, depending on the stage they're at or what they're capable of and the level of they're at, is just to do something very little every single day for a week or maybe 2 weeks, just to get into the routine of doing something. And it could be little as walking, and it could be just walking for half an hour every day, or it could be walking for an hour every day, or I do something called a mini blaster, where you pick like 2, 3, or 4 exercises, and it depends on your fitness level. Some people start off with like 5 reps and they only do 5 reps of each one, and they repeat that twice, and they do that every day. And then after a week they increase it, so instead of doing 5 reps they'll do 7 reps of each one, and they'll do that 2 times every day and continue. And I know it's very small, but by doing so, it's such an easy thing to accomplish and something so easy to do, and you're doing it regularly. Sooner or later, that little tiny bit of exercising will increase to a bigger portion. So it could be a longer exercise and a bigger circuit training, or a longer walk or something like that. And your body will naturally crave to do it. There's another reason why it's sometimes important for people to start small rather than jump straight into it, because when you start exercising, no matter what you do, even if you enjoy it, even if you find it easy and it doesn't bother you at all, and you don't find it very hard, you're also disrupting your lifestyle. So if you've lived previously with doing very little exercise or no exercise at all, then no matter what you're disrupting it. So your body or mind or your lifestyle is not used to incorporating a bit of exercising. So if you're doing something for an hour a day, every day, and you haven't done previously, your body's going, what are you doing? This is not what we do, even if you find it easy, and it's going to encourage you to go back to what it's used to. Your body likes doing what it knows and enjoys, and when you do something different and changes, it's hard for a lot of people. It's hard to continue that change. So if you're doing something, one, that's not enjoyable, you're not liking it, and it's really hard, and you're disrupting your lifestyle, that's why people give up quite quickly. So if you do it this other way, start small and then grow. Some people can jump into the deep end and continue it, but if you start small and you just continue it and then build it over a period of time, then it's one of the ways where you incorporate exercise into your lifestyle, and it remains into your lifestyle every day. And time frame is different for different people. Everyone's mentality is different. Everyone's different, but it can happen quite quickly. So you start small, and within a couple of weeks, you can increase it to the second level of exercising, which is called increase the intensity. And then after that, you do that for push time, etc., etc. So this is how it works. First of all, you ease yourself into it exactly how I said. Walking, it could just be walking or a little mini blaster. The next thing is increase the intensity. So what this means, you now want to start exercising to a point where your body can not particularly sweat, but to the point where you're pushing it, so it's getting your heart rate level up a little bit, and you want to be able to, and you want to work on it so you can do it for about an hour. So you're working out for about an hour comfortably, or not that it's comfortable, but you can handle it. And you want to do that at least 3 times a week. The other days you'll do the other sessions, which is easy into it, nice and simple. So 3 days a week, you might start off with doing like a 5-minute HIIT workout, and then you walk the rest, or you just cycle the rest, or you do something, whatever. So, and then you do that 3 times for the first week, or then you can increase it to like 10 minutes, and then you increase it to 15. And then once you get fit enough, you increase that 15 to like 40 minutes, etc., etc. Everyone's different, so the time frames are different. So what I mean, you work out 5 minutes of high intensity for a couple of days of the week. The following week you'll do it for say like 7 minutes, and then the following week you do it for like 9 or 10 minutes, and then you increase like that of high intensity work, or whatever kind of workout it can be. It doesn't have to be high intensity. It could be weight training. It could be something else. And then you do that, and then that can take people like 4 to 6 weeks to get to. It could take a little bit longer depending on your fitness level. Once you get to that stage, you then go to level 3. What level 3 means is fear the session, and that means you have a little bit of fear about the session that you're about to do, because you know it's going to be hard, but those sessions are going to 100% change you. There's a great saying, if you do the right things, you'll notice the results in the same day. So if you combine the right nutrition with the right kind of workout, you'll see a difference the same day. And I'm a big believer in that. Someone said it to me a very long time ago, something I've showed my clients and it shows myself. So theatre sessions is exactly that. Don't be scared by it. You don't have to do that until later on down the line. But for you to change, you've got to put yourself in an uncomfortable position and do workouts that are slightly uncomfortable, because that's showing you're pushing your body. And if you're pushing your body, you're forcing your body to change. And again, you do that 2 to 3 times a week. The rest of the sessions are nice and light, easy on the mind, easy on the body. You can do it more, but not straight away. And then you stick to that kind of pattern, 2 to 3 level 3 sessions, which is theatre sessions, and then a couple of level 2 sessions, which just increase the intensity, and then a couple of one or two level 1 sessions for the rest of the week. And you continue that for quite a long time. Some people can do that for 6 months, some people do it for 12 months. It all depends on your situation. In that process, you can then start dabbling and going to different exercise avenues and trying to figure out which one you enjoy and which one works for your lifestyle, so that you look forward to each week. And then by doing this, what happens, you're incorporating fitness into your lifestyle, so it turns into a routine regularly for the rest of your life. And that's one of the main factors which prevents people from going backwards and never putting the weight back on. I said I wasn't going to talk about the benefits, but I'm going to talk about one benefit of the exercise, in which trumps it all. When you exercise, and you exercise to a certain level, you're using resources in your body, and the resources in your body is allowing you to exercise. When you finish exercising, you need to replenish those resources to allow your body to grow, repair, and to function properly. Your body is very clever. So even if you don't know what your body needs, which is like protein, fats, carbs, vitamins and minerals, and you don't know particular food sources, what that has into it, because you don't have the knowledge for it, one, obviously you can learn in time, but your body's clever and it's eaten enough over the time to subconsciously know what food will help repair or help the body function properly. And that's why a lot of times you crave certain healthy foods like fruits or meat, or if you're not a meat eater, it could be a different source of protein like nuts or etc., stuff like that. And so when you exercise, the more you exercise, the more your body naturally craves healthier options to replenish the body with what it needs. So if you exercise regularly, you're going to naturally go to the healthier options without even knowing what the healthier options are, which allows you to remain healthy and help you keep the weight off or get the weight off, if that makes sense. And the more you do it, the more your body gets in tuned. And when you start learning about nutrition at the same time, it's a double whammy. So I won't leave you. That's a bit quite a lengthy video, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, let me know. If this helped you with how to understand about exercising, and you'd like more different content like this about weight loss, comment, let me know. However, and I'll create more. Apart from that, have a wonderful day, remain healthy, etc. Adios, amigo.